Wagwan, wagwan, wagwan. Islanders family, good night. Where is everybody? Where is everybody? Whenever I can come in. Give some people some time to come in. Guys, as you come in, just go ahead and just drop some palm trees in the comments. Get the comment section activated. Get the comment section activated, guys. Drop some palm trees in the comments and just like the video as you come in. Because listen, we'll have a whole heap to get down into. Good night, good night, good night, good night. Drop some palm trees in the comments as you come in. Live up the place, guys. I'm still getting used to this thing. Yeah, go on ahead and just hit that like button as you come in, guys. Good night, good night. Hey, Sydney, what's up, girl? How you doing? How was your day? Shout out to Ashley. Good evening, my darling. What? Yes. Wagwan. What good? Everything good. Everything blessed. Yes. Palm trees in the comment, guys. Anti-made beauty. Good evening, my dear. I hope you had a wonderful day today. You know, so we'll get messy after a long stressful day. You know what we gather over this section. You know what it's about. Just a girl. I'm in an age gap relationship and I need advice. Oh, please, yes, 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 yes. Please stick around because we're gonna get down into it. And guys, I also want you, I'm going to give you the opportunity to also call in at the end of the show because I want to hear your guys' view on a lot of things. Joan Hyman, big up you. Hey, Jody, I'm here. Thank you so much for being here. Drop some palm trees in the comments, guys. Ms. Megs, good evening to 3737. Shout out to you. Thank you so much for joining. We have a whole heap to talk about tonight. A mother and a son with her adult son that is just so utter disrespectful. He actually spat in his mother's face. Another woman found out that her husband got his co-worker pregnant. And as a matter of fact, without giving away too much, she was invited to the baby shower, meaning the wife was invited to the baby shower. So, it's just pure mess. These are social media streets. It don't make we rest. It don't make we sleep. Good evening, good evening, good evening. Just waiting for some other folks to join in. And then we're going to go ahead and kickstart the show. I'm going to drop the call-in link in a few. So of course, you can definitely, you don't have to have your camera on, so don't be shy. You can just come up and let us talk, let us chat. Let me just pull my notes. What else we have on the thing? Dating app dating. Is that still a thing? Are we still doing the whole dating app situation? Are we meeting people on dating apps still? Oh, still handmade jewelry, art jewelry. Hey, my darling, good evening. Big up to you. And of course, we're going to discuss male-centered women. Male-centered women. Apparently, this has always been a topic of discussion on social media, but I don't know, for some reason, it just come right back up in the algorithm and people are talking about it. So we'll have a whole heap to get down into today, as well as should we normalize telling people, adults, that they smell? Yes, that is also one of those things. Sydney Hughes, I'm on Facebook dating. It's kind of lame. Wow, girl, we want to hear your story. Why is it so lame though? The prospects, meaning that the men are not pulling their weight. You can elaborate some more because we're here for the tea. Love your braids. Thank you so much. That's Car what is Carlisle Martin. That's how your name pronounced, Carlisle. Yeah. Uh, Hello, regular. What a name. Hey, Jody, watching from Oakland, California. Shout out to the Cali crew. Yes, of course, guys. Linda Reese. Shout out to you. Good evening. Thank you so much for joining me. We're gonna kickstart the show. Leslie, well, Jody, I didn't realize you did live streams. It's the second one. I did one on Saturday, like a test run, and it was. I think we pulled it off, but I didn't have everything prepared. So I'm just trying to introduce something new to the crew so we can, vibe and have a more personal relationship. Oh, it's the men. I can only imagine. And funny enough, the men are saying the same thing about us. So who is really the problem? Like, but nowadays, no, nowadays men are asking what are women bringing to the table. Like, we want to be pampered and treated like the whole princess treatment. But they're saying that we're not bringing anything to the table. I don't know. Dating is now. It seems everything is like so mediocre. Leslie, yeah, okay, I read that comment already. Okay. Let me see who else is here. We're gonna kickstart the live, guys. Yeah, we're at the 5 minute mark now. Good eve. Oh, Carles. That's what. Carlise. Sorry, Carlise. Yeah. Okay, here in the UK. Shout out to the UK. I was in the UK in December. It's so cold, and I know it gets even worse now. I know that you guys had a little snow in London the other day, so yeah. Shout out to you, Leslie. Antoinette, hey Jody, looking beautiful as always. I finally caught the live stream. Yes, thank you so much. I'm tuning all the way love from New York. Shout out my New York crew. Yes, love it, love it. And as we'll, shout you guys out as we go along. So we're gonna jump into the first story. I'm gonna go hold and of course, the engagement. I want the engagement. So go on ahead and just keep the engagement going. So YouTube can push out this video because since I'm new to the live stream thing, it seems like YouTube is not familiar with me doing this, so it's not coming up on your guys' feed as my videos would. So we're gonna jump right into the first story where we're gonna talk about the age gap relationship. So this creator shared that she went to a little shindig, a little get together of her neighbor, and she was having a conversation with a young miss. Apparently, she was telling the young miss that she is Tony Braxton's assistant, and the young miss was like, Tony Braxton? Who is that? I don't know who is a Tony Braxton. So the girl was like, hello, which Rocky live under? Well, you must not know Tony Braxton. So when she asked the girl her age, she said that she's 18, but apparently her boyfriend invited her to the party, and her boyfriend is 35. So that's like 17 years, if no, let me do the maths, 17-year age gap difference. So I'm not sure if you would deem that acceptable, but let us hear her reaction or her interaction, I should say, with the young miss, and then we'll chat.
I hate when young girls think I'm hating on them because I'm old, because my next door neighbor was having a little shindig and she invited me over. So when I went over there, it was giving grown and sexy vibes and everybody was just pretty much chilling and cool. So I was introducing myself to everybody and they were like, oh, hey, what's up? So this one guy comes up to me and he's like, hey, what do you do for work? And I just lied in that moment because I wanted attention. So I was like, yeah, not to brag, but I'm Tony Braxton's assistant. So they were like, oh my God, that's so cool. And I was like, yeah, she's a really cool boss. Like, not to brag or anything, but we're pretty tight. So this girl walks up and she was like, who's Tony Braxton? And I'm just like, who's Tony Braxton? Like, are you okay? I was like, oh my God, like, how do you not know she's a legend? Let's start there. And she was just like, oh, like she's a singer or something. I was like, how old are you? And she was like, oh, I'm 18. Maybe that's why I don't know about this stuff. I'm just like, you're 18? Why are you here? Because this vibe gives 30 and up. And she was just like, oh, my boyfriend's 35. So yeah, like that's why I'm here. I'm just here with him. And I was just like, your boyfriend's 35? And she was like, oh, before you start talking, like, it's a funny story how we met. I was like, I don't care if it's hee ha ha funny. Somebody needs to call Chris Hansen because he's a PDF file. So everybody kind of got quiet and she was just like, what? I was like, yeah, he's a PDF file because there's no reason why a man that's 35 years old is even interested in a girl that's 18. And she was just like, well, I actually knew him for a long time. I was like, please let me stop you there before you incriminate me in a crime. And she was just like, no, like, I lied to him. I was like, let me just stop you. It doesn't matter if you lied or anything that happened and how long you knew him. He's a PDF file because you're still a teen. You're not even 19. You can't even drink. And he's 35. He skipped so many ages just to get to you. And you've known him for a while. Like, girl, he's a PDF file. I said, you're going to realize when you get older that he's lame and you're going to wish you never did this. And so she was just like, my boyfriend told me about women like you, like women, especially women like you that are 35. They're just always hating on me because they can't have a man like mine. I said, I promise you, nobody wants a man like him because he's a PDF file. And she was like, I wish you would just stop that because of the fact that you're just hating on me because I'm young and you're old. Yeah, maybe that's it.
All right, Guys, we need to talk about this because first of all, my personal opinion, I personally wouldn't date. Well, I've dated people that is 10 years older than me. I've dated men that are 10 years older than me, and I will never go above that. That's just me personally. I always wonder when there is such a large gap in between, and you guys can tell me when there is such a large gap in between, what kind of conversations are you guys having? How are you guys relating? How are you guys living shared experiences? Because at 18, I'm just discovering myself. My frontal lobe is not even developed, much less what input do I have in dating a 35-year-old man who has basically now has gone through his 20s, probably just in his, as he said, in his 30s, trying to figure out life, probably filing taxes, getting a proper job, steady income, stabilized home. When at 18, you don't even leave college. If you're going through the proper education system, you don't even have gone through college, gone to university, gotten a career, anything like that, life experiences. At 18, I was like, listen, I would crash out. So I don't know, but as I said, for me personally, 10 years, I don't think I would be comfortable going above 10 years. So you guys let me know. What's the oldest? Where is my follower that had the age gap question? Let us know what is the gap, because I didn't want to ask you before we get into the story. So please just comment and let me know what is the gap between in the relationship. Please let me know if you're still here. Okay, good. You did get the notification for the live. Okay, Sydney says, I'm on her side completely. Even if you lied, you should have been able to tell weaponized incompetence or just stupid. Exactly. So the Nikki Fedeb says, so the lady is old, but her, thank you. You clap that. I didn't even remember to say that because she's in her 30s, her man is in her 30s, but so you're with an old man. And then she's gonna say that she lied to the man, so you'd have gotten the man in trouble, and you don't even see what you're doing. You're implicating yourself. Hey, 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 hindsight back in the building. Store handmade art says the young. What do you want to say? The young man or the young woman doesn't really have anything in common with. Oh, the young woman doesn't even have anything in common with that older boyfriend. Exactly. I want to know what are the conversations like. Because at 18, I want to go out. I want to be in the streets. I want to be outside. I want to even eat out. I don't want to cook. I don't want to clean. I don't want to do all of these so-called grown-up things. I'm just getting into myself. And as the creator says, at 18, you can't even drink legally in the US. Here in Jamaica, the legal age of drinking is 18. So if she was at Jamaican, then she would have been able to drink. But still, apart from that, as I said, your frontal lobe is not even developed. So what are the conversations that are being had at that age? I was hoping that the subscriber that says that she's in the age gap relationship would have commented and let me know what is the age difference between her and her guy. Please, I'm still looking in the comments, but I don't want to hold you up. Yeah, all right. So it seems like she's no longer here. I'm not sure. But yeah, so guys, let me know, what do you think is an acceptable age? Like if there's an age gap relationship, what's the difference that you think would be acceptable? Drop down in the comments and let me know. Because for me, as I said, personally, I wouldn't go over 10 years old. So if I'm 30, I'm not going over 40. I think to me, we can kind of relate in the same thing. But I think a few months ago, I did a video on the same age gap relationship thing. It didn't do so well, but I really picked up on a lot of the comments, and people in there were saying that they have partners like 15, even 20 years in between, and they have successful relationships. So I don't know if it boils down to the person itself. Okay, 10 years max both ways. Fair enough. 2 to 5 years. All right. When I was 15, I hooked up with an older guy, like in his 30s, and thought it was cool. Then now I know those guys had no good intentions and should not have been with me. Exactly, they know what they're doing. To me, sometimes, and I don't want to be wrong, it can come off as a manipulation because when you're older, you're easy to they're easy to the older person is easy, the younger person, sorry, I should say, is easier to manipulate because you look up to them, everything they say, that you take it as gospel, you believe in everything that they said. I wouldn't go over 10 years, okay. 18 to 20 shouldn't be dating any more than 4 years. 21 plus, more than 10. Okay, that is a good assessment of the whole age gap thing. I'm going to make a note of that. I never even thought about it like that. I had a relationship with a 12-year gap. I'm still in love with him. I was a 21 going on 22. He was a 33 going on 34. I don't think that's bad. I don't think that's bad as opposed to, and the thing is that when you look at it, if it were a 30-year-old dating a 47-year-old, I think it would have been a little bit more acceptable because a 30-year-old would have been more competent than, or more developed or more mature in a relationship with a 47-year-old as opposed to an 18-year-old with a 35-year-old, if you get what I'm saying. Tell me if you think that makes sense. The higher the ages, the bigger the gap can be, as long as the younger ones are at least 20, right, 25 to 27. I think that is what I wanted to say just to know. See, forgive, that's way better. Okay. Yeah, so I don't know, but I mean, to each their own. But as I said, I've heard people say that they have even 20, 25 years of difference and they have had a successful relationships. I've seen, there's this Jamaican couple now, but they're based in the US that they have been going on it on here on YouTube. I don't want to get much into it, but it's an age gap relationship. He dated her when she was in her 20s. He was in his 60s. He's now 72. She's, I think, 35. And they have since gotten divorced and they have been at each other's neck here on YouTube. So, and even so, I would say at his age, you would think that a 72-year-old wouldn't be on social media dragging his ex-wife, but I don't know, maybe ages them say is just a number. So yeah. Anyhow, guys, remember to like the video. I don't know why I'm not able to see the likes. Or maybe I'm still trying to figure out these things. I'm not sure. Guys, let me know. Are the likes matching the views? 36 of you are here. So let me know. I should have at least 36 likes. 34 now. I don't know where the people them run gone. I went to church where they focus on men marrying 18 years old because they're easier to mold and shape. Manipulation. I'm no longer a member of that church. I tell you, it has to be some form of manipulation. And I don't want to say it is the church, but I think overall, if you're seeking out such younger, way younger than you, it must be some form of manipulation or control. Who showed him how to use the phone? She did, because she had a YouTube channel and she introduced him to YouTube. So they were both doing YouTube together as a couple, and she even created a page for him, a channel for him, so he would have learned. And trust me, he's here now every day. She's not getting a break. Yeah. All right, guys. So we're going to move on to this next story. What do I have up next? Okay, so next we're moving into the wife who got her husband's baby shower invitation that was sent to her by a family member. Just messy, 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 messy. But make us say how she ended up with this and why the family member sent it to her. So of course, guys, remember, just like up the video and comment as much as you can so we can just push out this notification to the rest of the subscribers. Let's get into this next story.
I found out that my husband had got his coworker pregnant when I got an invitation to his mistress's baby shower that my in-laws were throwing. Yeah. I'm sitting at work, I get an email, and it's for a baby shower. I don't know anyone who's pregnant. I don't recognize the name. Sitting there thinking, well, wait, I noticed the address. It's my in-laws' house they just built. And I'm like, whoa, maybe I know the father. So I clicked the photos. And, oh, girl, I know the father. I'm married to him. I was like, just straight betrayal. Because, like, what do you mean you had a whole maternity shoot? When, where, how? Like, my brain was trying to calculate, Okay, he's living this whole entire double life and his family's in on it. His family, they're covered. They're what? Then I'm sitting there thinking, well, why would they invite me? Like, how long has this cover up been happening and why would y'all invite me? I don't say anything to him, you know. I want to call him up, cuss him out, but that's not going to work in this situation. The man's cheated. I'm not going to stay married to him. I'm going to build a case. I'm going to start getting my ducks in a row immediately. And I will be going to that shower, because that's part of it. I'm going to see the look on his face, and I'm going to get my evidence. It's clear that he wasn't going to tell me the truth. Somebody wanted me to know the truth because they sent me an email. Someone invited me. So, you know, over the next few days, I don't see him a lot because he's working. He's always working. He's so busy. Now I know he wasn't working. He was getting real busy with his coworker, okay? So when I do see him, I play nice little wife. You know, I still mess with him a little bit, you know, when I did see him. I knew when the baby shower was, and I decided to mess with him, you know? See if he felt a little froggy, see if he'd jump, you know? Watch him, like, you know, kind of get scared whenever he didn't know what to say. I would make him offers he couldn't deny, right? I'm like, I got us a cabin up in the mountains. There's a jacuzzi. I'm going to wear the tiniest little outfit. Like, I got a couple bags of spicy cubes, told him what I was going to do, you know. He would get real nervous because how could you turn that down? Oh, because you have a baby shower. He's like, I really got to work. His office ain't even open on Saturday. I guess he thought I was just... The night before the baby shower, I got a phone call from my sister-in-law talking about, girl, did you get the email? I'm like, yeah. She's like, you had no idea. I'm like, no, I had no idea. What do you mean? Y'all all have known. She's like, no, he told us you knew. He told us you knew and that you were okay with it and that you've come to terms with it and you're going to help him raise the child. Which is diabolical, crazy, insane, because what are you talking about? Like, what? Like, what? I was like, girl, I'll see you at the baby shower. It was the next morning. So I had told him I was going to go ahead and go out to that little cabin. So he was thinking I wasn't even going to be in town, that he was going to meet me there later, you know, have his cake, eat it too, the whole 9 yards. I mean, Mans is probably excited. Like, this girl's out of town and everything. So you should have seen the look on his face when he walks in the door and sees little old me at the punch bowl. He's literally green. You can see his body, like physically want to turn around when he sees me. But he has to take a step forward. He comes up to me. He's like, what are you doing here? What are you doing here? And I'm like, what are you doing here? And I was like, why don't you explain yourself? How do you know the baby? He's like, I'm so sorry. You know, I didn't want you to find out this way. His mom comes up because we're kind of bantering back and forth, arguing. She's like, it's not about you now. It's about the baby. Like, blah, 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 blah. Mind you, I didn't come to ruin the baby shower. I came to collect evidence because I was leaving the shower and going straight to my attorney's office, which is exactly what I did. I served him with divorce papers that Monday. When I had first got to the shower, before he had seen me, the mother of the child approaches me and thanks me for being so understanding about their relationship and, you know, having such an easygoing divorce. And so, like, the stories were conflicting. He told his family we were going to raise the kid together, and then he's telling her that we're getting divorced. So I'm just like, where's the underlying lie? Who's actually lying? I feel like his family actually knew what was going on and obviously didn't care about me enough to even ask me. But honestly, I got the house, and I'll never forget the look on his face as I drove away in the Porsche. So...
As you should. As you should. If Audacity was a person, it would have been her husband. May I tell you, listen, sometimes I wonder if the energy that some of these men take to lie and to swindle and to and be so conniving and be so sly, if they should just take that ounce of like, they're so creative when it comes down to cheating. And you see, somebody said that the family member is messy. I think that they did it on purpose because ain't no way he could have come to you and said that, you know, Jody's okay with this girl being pregnant for me. And you're like, for real? Okay, let's invite her to the baby shower. Come on. So the comment here. Yeah, Hella Regular Ass B says, families be the petty. Yes, absolutely. They know what they were doing. And you see, sometimes us women, we're always the last to know, as clearly with the creator. Yes, Joan, extremely, very painful. Yeah, raise the child. Can you imagine? Shout out to Cooling with the Crosbys. Raising the, I don't even want to say the word. Piping hot tea, absolutely, girl. Family is absolutely diabolical. There is no way in HE hockey sticks that anybody would think, even if the wife found out, that they would think that the wife would be so understanding and so acceptable of this to the point where you can even send her an invitation for the baby shower. And then to onto the husband's case now. Remember, the wife was saying that when she got that invitation, she noticed that apparently it was a photo of the, what you call it, the maternity shoot. The maternity shoot. So he found all of that time to do everything. They find time to do everything but to make the marriage work. Best believe. Let me know what you guys would have done. She did good. I would have went to the baby shower as well. The guy's nuts. Oh, I wouldn't went to the baby. Yeah, because I would have flipped every table, listen, I wouldn't be so calm. But as I said, well, she said that it was a case of billing her evidence for divorce court because she got what she needed in out of the marriage. It's crazy. Absolutely nuts. Oh my God. Anyway, guys, remember, keep liking up the live. The YouTube is still not pushing out because we don't have enough people on the live as I know that we should. Yes, Miss Megs, she's smart to hold it in and build her evidence. But listen, in Jamaica, we have this term that you said that you're a hothead, meaning that you don't have any patience, zero tolerance. So me, I am a hothead. So I wouldn't have been able to even hold that because when I saw that and I actually confirmed that this is not a prank, anywhere you are, I'm meeting you. Yeah, I wouldn't have called him either because that then you're giving him the heads up to make up some form of cockamania story to come with you. Because you know that's what they do. They're so creative. Delusional. Yeah. But then again, I can't even blame too much the other woman because I tell you, sometimes when these men, sometimes we then lay up with these women and feed them with these stories about the wives. She's this, she's that. I can't wait to start my life with you. But we're not getting along. We're just sharing the house. No, when they finish full up their head, you don't know. You can't even tell what is true from what isn't anymore. What in the Judas? Listen, they made the 13th disciple at this point, and ex cheated on me and sent me a wedding invitation. I didn't go. Not a mother, sis. Plus I didn't want to end up in jail. Linda, I'm right behind you. As I said, write down that term, hothead. HOTHEAD, hothead. Short tempered, zero patience, zero tolerance approach when it comes down to these mess. Yeah, and the way they try to gaslight her. Divorce immediately, of course, and take him for everything. When I have a scrape out the bank account. Nothing left. Dry. As she rightly should. But as I said, she's a better woman than me. Because like the other commenter said, I would have been in jail. So girl would have been sharing the same cell together. Moving right along. Online dating. How wanna feel about that? What are your thoughts about online dating? Meaning the dating apps, the Tinders, the Bumble, the BLK, the Hinge. What else? What else is there? Would you be open if you're single and looking? Would you be open to joining a dating app and meeting somebody online? My friend that says that the Facebook dating thing, are you still here? Well, she says that most of the men, and I would want you to elaborate more on exactly what are your experiences. I don't know. Would you guys want me to open the call thing now so that you guys can come up and talk about each story as I go through them before moving right along? Just write yes or no in the comments, please. I drop a link. You just click it. You're able to come up and talk. You don't have to have your camera on, so you don't have to show your face. No good men out here. Lord, boy, I mean, I want say all hope is lost, you know. I'm still keeping my fingers crossed. My toes are crossed as well. Online dating is trash. It's only for hookups. Yes, that's what I heard. But a lot of those people go on. But I understand that some of these dating websites, there's a section that gives you, for example, if you're looking for long-term relationship, for short-term relationship, or even, I don't think that the term says friends with benefits, but that's what they're saying. Like, just, yeah. No, no, and no to what? To the calling thing? Oh, no, no to the online dating. Okay. No online dating for me. No, too scared. Oh Lord. And are we even going out to meet people these days? Okay, so the reason I didn't like Facebook dating is because it feels like a dead end. It's a lot of chatting and it doesn't go anywhere. It seems just very chatty, or they want to meet up, or they want to meet right away. Wow. I'm thinking about it because you says and they want to meet right away. But if I was on it, I would want to meet somebody right away. When I say right away, you're on the phone maybe for the first week or so, but invite me out on a date, so we don't have this whole heap of chatting as you explained it, a whole heap of chatting. Invite, let us go for coffee, because I'm not the first date for me. I'm not a grandiose kind of person when it comes to first date, because I don't want you to waste your time, and me certainly not have the time to waste. So when I sit with you for a coffee, it's easier to get out of, just in case I don't vibe with you. When I go on that coffee date, or just something very small, and we see how we vibe, then that date can determine if we move on to a second date, and then I'd want to go for dinner or something like that. But I don't want to be on the phone with you all day, every day, and not knowing whether or not we have that connection, or if we're even compatible. Way too risky. Absolutely, because you don't know who is really on it. But if you think about it, these are the same people that are on the streets. So I understand that you probably is not you're not sure who is behind that computer screen, but some of these apps, you can actually make a call on the app itself. So if you're talking to somebody on the app and you probably have a vibe, I'd say, hey, would you want to jump on a call for even 5 minutes, just to verify that this person is this person? And speaking of verify, they do have verified accounts where the person actually have to take a picture, so the app scan their face to say that, okay, this person is the person on the photos that are being shared on the app, so you know for sure. So I would say, if you're on it, go for more verified accounts as to the ones that are not verified. It gives you a little bit more. I see a lot of content creators say they met online, but I don't believe it. Why not? I can't believe it. Yeah, even social media like Instagram, people are sliding into people's DMs all the time. It's just a matter of connection, talking, and then meeting up. Here, somebody says, "Design Queen, I found my soulmate on Facebook. We have been together for almost 5 years this year. Girl, congratulations to you." So you see, all hope is not lost. Just like if you're on the streets and you're talking to a guy out on the streets, I think it's the same thing. You don't know who you're getting yourself into, because you just see the person, you don't know if he's of danger anyway. Do y'all remember chat lines? They were the worst. They were the worst. So online dating gotta be hell. I never did an online date. So yeah, I remember chat room. Those were the days. But with the chat room thing, you were not even able to see photos. It's just like the names that you just pick randomly. Wasn't it like that? No, girl, the first message is after is it, hey, wanna hang out today? Oh yeah, the approach. Mm-mm. No, 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 not at all. Not at all. You're at work, good to keep your company. These stories are highly questionable. Yeah, these days the stories are highly questionable. Yeah, and sometimes you can't even verify them. Nowadays, I realize that people are doing background checks on people that they're about to date, which honestly, me no wrong them, cause you just don't know. There are so much con artists here these days. I made it, yeah. So let me know, guys. You want me to drop the call-in link, and you guys can come up and give me your opinion before I move on to the next story? I'm gonna drop it, and then after reading this next comment, and then you guys can tell me. I just I just got divorced at Christmas time. Oh, I'm so sorry. I feel lonely sometimes, but I don't want to date online. And as a guy dating online with the way women are, filtered is absolutely insane. You never, yeah, you just don't ever know. That's why I said, even if you're gonna do it, I'm not against it, because there are many success stories, as one commenter shared, that she's celebrating 5 years. Here's another comment. Michelle B, I met my husband 13 years ago from a dating site. Best man ever. There you go. There you go. Or maybe I need to start a dating section for the channel. What you guys think? I'm just kidding. But yeah, man, your DMs are dry, sis. You and I both. You and I both. Oh my god. Yeah, dating apps are mostly trashy. Childhood guys with elementary and high school minds, no good conversations, mainly people that just want to text. Maybe they're just bored. If you're on the phone talking for a couple of weeks before the first date, a lot of personal information can slip out, things you may not want that person to know once you have met them in person. True. So that is why you have to go with set your intentions. What are your intentions? So you know that, okay, if I talk on the phone for with this person, just be mindful of what you decide to share and what not, because sometimes I know, as women, I talk for myself, I am a lover girl, so me giddy, especially when I like somebody. I am so giddy headed. Listen, I want you to get to know me, because we're going to be planning our wedding in 3 months. I am a lover girl, but yeah, lover girl down to the ground. So I do understand that, and as I have gotten older, I understand that if I'm looking to date again, then I'll be more cognizant and more just mindful of my approach. I'll be a lot more reserved. All right, so I'm gonna move on to the next story, but I'm gonna still drop the link, and then you guys can click it to come up. Next up, we have the same story that we're on, the dating online. So this girl, she met a guy on Hinge. I didn't even realize I haven't played the video because they are chat, you see. And let me know if you think her approach, because it's so interesting, her experience. Let me know if you think that her approach was of a good one, and if the guy was justified in what he did after the date.
You guys tell me what went wrong here, and I'm posting this because it went wrong. So there's no like redeeming it, and there's no need for me to like ask for permission or anything, because he ended it. So last week I was on a dating app. I know, and you're probably gonna say, well, that's where it went wrong, you on a dating app. What the fuck ever. I can't handle this right now. Just stick to what I'm asking you to tell me went wrong, not my form of meeting someone online, okay? I met him on Hinge. He immediately said he wanted to take me out, and me being someone who loves being taken out and loves to be wined and dined, I was like, of course, yes, of course you can take me out. He had all of this initiative. He planned a really good date. It was really thoughtful. It aligned with my interests. It also aligned with his. Then he wanted to make me dinner. Makes me dinner. It was great. And the chemistry was insane. Before we even went on the date, we had this 5-hour FaceTime call. And the chemistry was through the roof. And, you know, like, I don't take FaceTime calls lightly. You know, and for us to have never have met yet, and we had a 5-hour FaceTime call that was just full of good energy, good chemistry. It was just like, wow. And I knew from that phone call, I was like, wow, like, if he tries to kiss me on our date, like, I will 100% like reciprocate, because I want to kiss him, but I won't initiate, because at that time I didn't know if he felt the same. And him staying on the phone for 5 hours with a stranger does say something, but it doesn't say everything. So we go on the date. It was a 2-parter. We went to the movies, and then he made me dinner. And after the movie, he kissed me. And it was fireworks. And then he kissed me again, and he kissed me again, and he kissed me again. And it was beautiful. And it was like, I felt like a teenage girl again. Like, play Katy Perry's Teenage Dream. Like, play it. That's how I felt. I felt so giddy and shy inside and excited, and I really got my hopes up. Just because you guys have chemistry and you thought you did everything right, doesn't mean he thinks you did everything right, I guess. So after the date, he gets home. I tell him thanks for the date, I had a good time, and that I hope I see him again. And he pretty much copy and pasted that same thing, except he said it in his own words, but he reciprocated. Then I realized he started texting me less. Before the date, he would initiate text conversations. He even initiated that 5-hour phone call. But then after the date, I realized he's not initiating the calls, not the calls. He's not initiating the texts anymore. He doesn't text me like he's that interested anymore. So then I asked him, am I texting you too much? And he said, no, why would you think that? What happened? And I said, oh, nothing. So, because to me, I was like, oh, okay, I'm just reading into things too much. And then I left it there. I figured if he wanted to talk to me, he will. And he already told me that he wanted to see me again. So, you know, let's just believe his actions more than his words, I guess. And 24 hours goes by since I just stopped trying to text him. And that's when I got my feelings hurt, and I got back on Hinge. And then he texted me and was like, hey, did you unmatch with me on Hinge? And the truth is I did not unmatch. I actually had jumped the gun before he and I went on a date and deleted my account. And I realized I should not have deleted it, because obviously I wanted to get back on it after his behavior changed. So I deleted my account before our date because I thought that our chemistry was really good. I understand that was too soon. And I wanted to get back on there because I was like, oh, well, it seems like this was just like one good date and that it won't really go any further than that. So I updated my profile. Well, I made a new account and it had new pictures because I had cut my hair between when I made my first Hinge profile and the second. And I wanted everyone to know that I had a pixie cut now, instead of me catfishing them. If they're someone who prefers women with long hair, then they won't swipe or whatever. Like, I don't want to have that conversation. I have a pixie cut, so if you swipe on me, you know I have a pixie cut, whatever. So then this guy messages me and he's like, hey, did you unmatch with me on Hinge? And I said, no, I actually deleted my account, but if you're still interested in me, I'm still interested in you. And then he sends me this paragraph and he's like, I can't help but feel that you're lying to me, and I see your profile with updated pictures, and I just don't think this is gonna work. Like, my phone might be having technical issues, but something is telling me that you're not telling me the truth, so I'm just gonna leave it here. Good luck, Jasmine. And I freak out because I didn't tell him the entire truth, like, hey, my feelings got hurt, so I downloaded Hinge again. I literally told him that I didn't unmatch with him, and that's true. I deleted my account and then made a new one, so technically it looks like I unmatched him, and I can see where his perspective came from, but he blocked me. And I was like, you didn't even wait for my explanation. Like, you just straight up assumed that I lied and then cut me off. And this guy has no social media at all. So it was like, well, how am I supposed to get in contact with him if his only contact is his phone number, and he blocked me? And I needed him to hear my side of the story, so I did overstep, but I had my roommates call him. And then he unblocked me, and he was like, Jasmine, stop having your roommates call me. This is too much. And I said, can you give me 2 minutes to explain what happened? And he said, okay, you have 2 minutes. So then we get on the phone, I tell him everything that I told you guys, and then he says, oh, I believe you now. But next time, if you're feeling like I don't like you anymore, why don't you just ask me? And then he was like, I don't have social media, I'm not really on my phone a lot, so, like, don't expect me to text you every day. And that alone was like, we're in 2026. What do you mean? What do you mean you're not gonna text me every day?
Jasmine, come here, girl. Jasmine, hold my hands when I talk to you. You see, when somebody blocked you, especially a man that you just met once in your life, you look like you're in your 30s. 30 years on this earth, you met this man once in your life and he blocked you. Sis, start construction. Start construction and add that block on the construction site so you can finish your property. Because we're gonna make the block stay where it is. You see the fact it is so much to take from this. And before I get to the comments, let me just, because the comments are gonna distract me. Let me just say my piece and then I read the comments. So let us dissect it. The first thing she said that was she met him, they clearly connected. She got excited and she deleted her account because she thought that this was the one. After going out for the first date, she said that they went to a movie and then to his place for dinner where they kissed. We're going to give her the benefit of the doubt that they only just kissed. In my opinion, all the commentary here is alleged. It's just, where is it? All commentary here is alleged. In my opinion, I'm just thinking that it was more than just a kiss. Hence why she was in her feelings. I don't want to look at the comments yet. I'm going to tell you what I think and then me look. So I think something else went down more than the several kisses that she received, because ain't no way you're supposed to be going out on a first date and end up at the man's house. That's the first thing. I wouldn't advise you guys. Please don't do that. Because you're setting a premise to let him know that this is what you're all about. I'm not saying that you can't have a really good vibe, and stuff like that. But even if, I don't think it's a good idea to go to his house for the first date. Just my opinion. Now, when she realized that he was, getting less in terms of texting and phone calls and stuff, sis should have just left it there. Because what I understand, sometimes I speak to my best friend is a male, and I have other male friends, and sometimes I like to probe male to see how they think, because we sometimes as women we can't understand them. So sometimes I'll ask my male friend, in this situation, what do you think happened? And sometimes it is nothing. It has nothing to do with us. Sometimes their reaction has nothing to do with us. So I think that if she had given him a little bit more time instead of jumping the gun and stuff like that, he would have eventually come around. But anyway, I'm not an excuse for no man. I can't believe Jasmine have me here pick up for a man. Jasmine. Anyhow, the other thing, may I lose count what she did wrong? The other thing that Jasmine did when he blocked her and she realized that he does not have social media. Jasmine, why you make your roommate them call the man? After the man send you a clear signal that he does not want to be contacted. Why you do it, Jasmine? Jasmine, you're letting the sisterhood down. Come on, no man. Why are we chasing a man in 2026? Jasmine. Sure. Anyway, guys. That part, absolute big no, 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 no. Hell to the no, no, no. So it makes, so I think she scared the guy away. So even if him did kind of wasn't sure about her, because sometimes they'll when a guy is into you and then they'll become withdrawn, and that withdrawal is them thinking, should I really move forward with this girl? It's just them evaluating the whole situation, because they do it. They do it. And this is because Jasmine, based on how she described herself, was much like me when I was a little bit younger. Because me can tell you honestly, I was like that too. Once me meet a guy, listen, he's my husband next week. What you say? We have to be on the phone every day. But that's when you learn, when you learn emotional intelligence and you have emotional maturity. Even though you're feeling that way, you don't act on it. Because I have had to learn the hard way, and it's embarrassing. Again, me teaching another Jamaican lingo. Women like these, we call them yam head. Meaning that when you're constantly chasing a man, seeking a man's validation, doing things that normally you shouldn't be doing, especially at this stage, first date, one time you ever see this man in your life, and you're making your roommates call him. And I'm sorry, the roommate them deserve a beating too. Because when Jasmine come and explain the situation, just this is Jasmine and you're the friend. Hey, sis, you know that I met this guy and We went out for dates and went out for dinner. He cooked me dinner. It was so good, and we kissed. And I thought that we had this connection. And the guy just blocked me. Can you call him for me, please? If I was your roommate, because she must probably twist the story and tell the roommate, because there's no way another woman can co-sign this and call him for you. Girl, if the man block you, stay blocked. That's sometimes no communication is also the communication that you need. Tell me what else me leave out, guys. I'm gonna look in the comment now because it's just a lot. Guys, I dropped the call-in link. It is in the pinned comments. I mean, in the first comment at the top. You can click it and come give your opinions. As I said, you don't have to turn on your camera. Just ensure that your mic phone thing is on. Yeah, your speaker. That's it. So let me see what you guys are saying. Yeah, too easy. I agree. Make him wait 6 months. As I said, I'm just thinking. Hence, probably why she was in her feelings so much. I think it was more than just a kiss. 24 hours. She is so needy. Yeah, me not like how see her run down the man and make the man embarrass her like that. And she have me over here pick up for your man. She was exhausted. Oh my God. Yeah, this girl might be in the wrong. Yeah, some guys must still are trying to maneuver this thing, you know. I think somebody sent me, oh my God, where am I gonna find it? I think I saw a super chat thingy, but I don't know where to find it. I think I saw it in the comments. I'll try to find it. I don't know what I'm looking for, but anyway, if she did do something, she needs to put herself in timeout to stay inside and think about her actions. I think there is definitely more to the story because there's no way you can have this blissful days. Oh my God, we spoke on the phone for 5 hours. Can you imagine? Half of my work day, half of my work day, you're up on the phone with this man. And then after that, he went to he took me to the movie, and you can just imagine, all the feeling. And then he took me home and cook me a nice romantic dinner. And then the man just decided he don't want me again. Something happened, or maybe his recount of the evening was different from yours, because I'm delusional like that too. So maybe, Design Queen says, first off, why are you kissing on the first date? You. A dork? A dork? Okay. Oh, we read this comment already. Sorry. Good evening, all. Hey, Jessica. Where is it? Good evening, Jessica. Good evening, guys. If we have some more people in the chat, just go on ahead and like this video as you go along. Yes, I'm happy you're enjoying. 5 hours of chatting, exactly. And just attachment issues. Yes. Guys, I'm so happy you said this colorful divinity. I'm so happy you said this because I never learned about attachment styles until I was in my 30s. I don't know how old do I look to you guys? I don't want to give me age, I didn't know much about attachment styles until I was in like my early 30s. Yeah, and it wasn't until then I found out that I was also an anxious attachment. That was my style, to be honest with you. So now I've learned to detach. So I know innately that's how I am, and I'm also an empath. Sorry, that makes it worse. I'm also an empath, along with having that attachment, anxious attachment style. And worst, you say when you're an empath or anything like that, or with the anxious attachment style, we often attract people with we will often attract avoidance, and that's a no-go. They will send your nervous system to wreck. If you guys don't know what I'm talking about, go ahead and read about attachment styles. So probably that hit it and quit it, clock it. Me think so too. Oh my God, I thought you were like 25. You look flawless. Thank you. See, I'm giving away my age. No, far from it. So she deleted her profile on the day of the date. She was hungry for him. Exactly, because it's one date. How you know? Even if you had a good time, you did not say that you guys are exclusively dating. It is a date. And if you're dating, you are allowed to date multiple people at a time. And I think that is what some people don't understand when you're dating. Dating, you're getting to know people, getting to see what is your cup of tea, getting to see if you're gonna have some form of compatibility with this person. You're speaking to multiple people, not saying that you're gonna be sexually active with these people. No, 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 that's not dating. So we're not gonna be a HOE. We're just talking to multiple people to see what we like. When you and that person don't get on the same page, then you can say, hey, I know I met on the thing, and this is how I'm feeling, and you realize that you guys are feeling the same way, then you decide, no, it's the time to get off the app. No, we're dating exclusively. So yeah, she definitely jumped the gun and deleted the thing, and then realized it didn't work out, went back on it. So if I was in the guy's shoes, I would think the same thing too. You went ahead and make a different profile altogether within how long? I would say, sis, you're playing with somebody. Yes, so true. Opposites attract. I tell you, as an empath, listen, guys, the amount of self-help work I have to be doing on myself now, and basically just calming down, understanding, because my nervous system, listen, she just needs to focus on herself. She seems to always read this one already. There's a see it here, super chat. That's it? No, no, that's a different thing. Listen, I don't even know what is this delete comment. I don't know what. But anyway, all right. So I dropped the link. You guys, any of you guys want to come up? I don't even know where to find it. Let me know, please. Just to share your thoughts. Let me know. Just answer yes or no, please, before I move on to the next story. I don't know why. Why are you guys shy? You know, come talk to me, man. It's just you giving your opinion on what I just said. Just click the link and you should be able, click the link that is in my pinned comments, and you should be able to join. I guess nobody has clicked it yet, so I'm not seeing anything that I'm able to accept it. All right. All right, I guess not. We're gonna move on to the next story. So next up, we have male-centered women. This has been a topic, as I said, guys, of a discussion from forever since, from Wapikil Philo, long time. So this is on the Jamaican side of TikTok, which I hardly cover. But I'm going to share a clip. I'm going to give you a little synopsis first. So there's this content creator that recently her boyfriend proposed to her. So she got engaged. Now, as with any engagement, it was a surprise, and it was a surprise proposal. She wasn't aware of it. So he set up everything and she came. So she was just like, jumping in joy. Oh my God, I can't believe that this is happening. And then everything happened. She posted her video online. Everybody was congratulating her, including myself. I didn't say anything wrong. It was just a normal proposal. The excitement was there, valid, all of that. However, this other creator, who she said that she wasn't speaking about this girl, but we know, girl. But anyway, this other creator came up and said that the girl that got proposed to was jumping up and flipping like a fish out of a fish on dry land, or something to that effect, saying that the girl's enthusiasm and excitement was a reflection of her being male-centered. I hope you now follow me. So I am going to play a little clip of the girl's reaction that was being proposed to. So you guys, please watch carefully. Watch carefully. I'm going to show you her reaction, and then I'm going to tell you what this other creator says, why she think that this girl is male-centered. That's it. Let me run it back. It's a short clip. I just clip it up. Show you again. All right. So now we're gonna see another piece, and then the creators, why she said that this girl is male censored.
My unpopular opinion is that when you guys get proposed to, why do you guys behave like that? Why are you guys flipping around like a fish on land because a guy proposed to you? Like, girl, it's just a man. It's not as serious. And every time, almost all the time, I go on the page and I look at that person, they're very religious. Like, I know what you are. Like, a man is the center of your life.
So my man proposes to me, and as he should, he made all the necessary um what should I say, arrangements to ensure that I was pleasantly surprised. And just like any normal human being would be, I guess most people, when they're excited, they jump, they cry, they scream, they laugh. Everything is a little bit more grandiose than the normal. You clap, you loud, especially when people are there that you didn't expect to be there. Your friends are there, your mother is there. How did he pull this off with excitement? And then your observation, your conclusion to all of this is that she's male-centered because, according to you, she's flipping like a fish on dry land. Exactly, Jessica. Because I was wondering, because I saw her video before I actually saw the proposal. So I when I looked for the proposal, I'm like, this is what she was talking about. And I watched the videos over and over because the original creator posted several videos. And the part that I showed you, I snipped the part where she was, to me, most excited. There was another video where she was reacting to seeing her mom there. Because according to her, her mom should have been in another parish. Or we say parish, we would have said like in another state then. So she didn't expect her mom to be there. Her best friend who told her that, listen, girl, I have an exam I'm studying. So she didn't expect any of these people. So the fact that her fiance pulled off all of this, it's genuine excitement. So the only time I saw, apart from what I showed you, that level of was when she was reacting to seeing her friends, her family, her mother there. And this is what this creator took from that this girl is male center. Yes, Nita Brown, she should be happy. That girl is a hater. I agree. And possibly even projecting her unhappiness onto this girl. Because ain't no way, I didn't see anything out of the ordinary. If somebody is being proposed to, what should be the response then? That's what I would want to know. How should we respond if we're being proposed to? The creator sounds jealous. And trust me, the people in the comment section were not let her having it. And she even made some follow-up videos, and I didn't even think that it was necessary to show you guys, because she was basically doubling down, that saying that she wasn't speaking about this girl. And whether you were speaking about this girl or not, if somebody's been proposed to and is jumping like, as you says, a fish on dry land, they have all right to. You can't tell anybody how to react to joy and to excitement. So I just don't get it. And then through religion in the mix, exactly, that woman wasn't well. Right, Linda? Yes, Jessica says the woman being proposed to was composed. Yeah, if you should, exactly. So as I said, I tried to look, apart from what I showed you, the most other excited reaction was when she was reacting to her parents, her friends, but that was before the proposal took place. So listen, if that's what you call male centered, guess what? Then I must be male centered. So today I'm gonna declare myself a male centered woman. If this is what you would consider male centered. Bumblebee says, if she didn't get excited, people would say she's ungrateful. You can't win with social media. Clock it. Damn if you do, damn if you don't. So I really don't know. I really don't know. But it was just weird, and it was a big thing on the Jamaican social media. I think she got proposed to. I think it was the latter part of last year, I believe, or yeah, I believe. So it has been something I wanted to talk about. Because sometimes these are things that come up, but I don't have enough content to put them in like a dedicated video. So that is why I started to say, let me come and let's do some live where we can talk about these little one-off situations, these little one-off videos, and talk about it. I saw nothing but genuine happiness. That woman has Grinch-like tendencies. I don't know how she would say somebody's meal centered based on excitement, and it wasn't even over the top to me, in my opinion. If you should ask me. So yes, guys. As you guys come in, new folks that are here, go on ahead and like the video. As me say again, me sound like a scratch record. You guys come and join the live and come tell me what you think. Come talk. Congratulations to them. Yes. Social media did eat that creator up that was trying to put her down. So later for her. All right. The next story is this mother and her son. This one is kind of so heartbreaking. A mother shared on social media that she had put out her 35-year-old adult son because he's basically a bum. He fights his mom, spat in her face, physical altercation, very disrespectful. And at 35-year-old, yeah, you need to find your own. You need to find your own. And she put him out, and he came back one evening. So this is her recount, and I feel so sorry for her of what happened.
Good morning, TikTok. I am up because my adult son was at my door this morning harassing me. He called me at 12:40 a.m. this morning, crying, asking me, can he come back to my house? I've allowed him to live with me for 3 years, rent-free, food-free, and just occupying space. He has had job after job. He gets them. He quits them. He gets pissed off because something happens and he just quits because he feels like he has some place to stay and lay his head until he decides he wants to work again. Anybody who knows me know that I have put up with my fair share of heartache from my son. Last Friday, I decided enough is enough for me. 35 years old. I've done more than most would do. And this is just years and years of emotional and verbal abuse from my son. Calling me out my name, spitting in my face. I can't do it anymore. So back to this morning. He called me. I'm coming home. I can't be here. There's no food. It's cold. I'm freezing. I'm coming home. Not realizing that he doesn't have a home here anymore because I put him out. But here he comes. He pulls up in my driveway and parked diagonally. Like, I guess if I were to come out, I can't get out of my own driveway. And then he sits in the car. He sits in the car till 5 o'clock this morning, which I guess his muscle memory must have kicked in, that's the time I usually get up to get ready for work, because I work 12-hour shifts. I do 12-hour shifts. I work 4 days a week. So when I get home, I'm tired. And did I mention my son was 35 years old? Yeah, he's 35 years old. So he gets up and proceeds to come and ring my doorbell. My dog starts barking. Who cannot stand him because she hates the way that he yells at me. And I feel like my dog, she's a pet terrier, and she's a very protective dog. And if you come at me, she's going to tear your ass up because she's done it before when I was attacked by someone, another family member. And so he proceeds to ring the doorbell. I'm watching him on the camera. He's bent over, breathing heavy so that I can feel sorry for him. But this time, I laid in my bed and I watched him. And then he started banging on my door. Open this door. Open this damn door before I take these steel-toe boots and kick this door in. And I'll kick this glass in. He didn't do that. But he did go into my garage, took this box of junk that he had in his car from a job that he had, dumped half the shit out in the floor. I heard him hawk up some spit and spit it where I don't know where he spit it at. But that's triggering for me because that's the way he hawked when he spit in my face before. That sometimes when I'm driving in my car, I break down and cry because I'll never, ever forget him spitting in my face. I'll never forget the holes that he punched in my walls. I'll never forget me fighting him one time in my house and him pushing me up against the sink and hearing my back pop. I say this to say, mothers, if you feel like you've had enough, like I have, here it is, 5:59, about to be 6 o'clock in the morning on my off day, and thank God it's my off day. When you've had enough, like I've had enough, hold on and ask God to keep you. Because that's what I'm asking. And if something happens to me, I have no desire to take my own life. I have my granddaughters to live for. I'm taking care of my mother who has dementia. I have my dog I know who loves me unconditionally. She loves me. She's loyal to me. And I'm trying to live my life. I want some peace. I deserve that. I've been through hell and back with this man, child of mine. He went to prison, and that's when I did have some peace for 3 years. And I was the only person putting money on his books. He got out of prison and told me it wasn't enough. I could have did more. Y'all, I've had enough. I claim 2026 is my year. This is my time. I reclaim my time. I'm telling y'all right now, I'm ready to fight for my peace. I'm tired. I woke up sick this morning after I did fall asleep after watching him sit in my driveway. My stomach is in knots. I'm tired. keep pushing.
Oh boy, this one is so heavy. After 35 years of raising this man child, because I'm not going to even say that he's a man, and this lady is probably in her maybe 50s, 60s, and just looking for some peace. You have done your part. 35 years, you're a grown man. Should be looking after your own self. They say, misery loves company. And clearly he's a miserable person. He's tormented. I'm glad she gave us a little backstory as to his past. He spent, you just said 3 years behind bars. And even then, she was still doing as any mother would, despite what he went in for. Because a mother's love, especially when it comes on to their sons, a mother with us a Jamaica, them boy pitney, is like unmatched. But he's a danger to her life. And as everybody was asking, why didn't she call the police? The fact that he was out there sleeping, I wouldn't close my eyes for not even a second, based on what he has already done to her physically. So disrespectful, that the level of disrespect to have somebody spit in your face, and for that person to even be your own child. She have to go and take out a restraining order on him, because he wouldn't be able to enter even look at my property. He wouldn't be able to even drive on the street that I live at. Her life is clearly in danger. And you see, this is how sometimes it starts, There was a story that was, I think it was late last year, with the actor or the executive, the producer, the filmmaker, and his wife, where the son took the both of them one time. My child or not, you are not gonna come and take me out. 35 years, you're a grown man. Sounds like mental health issues. I was thinking that too. So I was hoping for her to even, shed some more light on it. But not until that situation is started out, she needs to take out a restraining order on him. And it sounds like she live alone with her, she said, her mom, which is also ill. That's not a safe environment. So, had he had a key or access to the place, it would have been a different story. It's crazy. This young man needs prayers. He needs to be put away. More than just prayers, John. She's so strong. Absolutely. And you heard what she said? If anything happens to her, she has no desire to take her own life. So you know what that means. So she's sending a subliminal message to say that she know what possibly could be coming next. Very heartbreaking, Kimberly. I can't only imagine. You work so hard. At that age, you should be looking to slow down. She's still working and then taking care of her sick mother on top of it. And then you, man child, want to come and stress me out? After I've spent 35 years caring and catering for you? My child would be laying on the floor if they did that. Not that my son ever would. Exactly. The art of war, is either my life or your life. Jessica says that some people make poor choices and get desperate and dangerous. Yes, exactly. Because when she gave the recount of the first situation that happened where we knocked her up on the kitchen counter, she said she heard her back crack. Listen, that jerked me. I don't know if you have any other family member I'm not condoning violence, but he would have learned that day. He would have seen my house or my street and be afraid to even walk or even drive on it. He wouldn't even remember that he has a mother. It breaks my heart. My mother is all I have in this world. He needs help. She needs protection. It really is. I've done content on here that speaks the opposite way, where the parents are the aggressors. So when I saw this video, I said, you know what? Let me come and put it on here and let us talk about it, because it goes both ways. I did a video where I was saying that the mothers are jealous of their daughters and the way how they treat them. But this is extreme. This yeah. Yeah, man, unstable. Island lover. She has to do what's best for her at this point. Yes, and I hope she comes back with even a follow-up when she says that she's ready to fight. In terms of, I would imagine that it's legal prospects that we're thinking about, that I was saying. So hope more than likely that will keep him away, because I understand that even sometimes they don't care, restraining order or not, they don't care. So prayers up for her in the meantime, and I just hope she gets what needs to be done and all of that. She needs to strap up and call the crazy house on him. Yeah, must be some mental health. Yeah, man, I wouldn't be able to stay in that house that night without even calling the police or even calling some other family members to come over and get him to move from my driveway. So Michelle B says, it's so hard to put your child out. I had to put my son at 25 out. He's now 35 and living on his own and takes his meds. Yes, we have to wean them. And I think 25 is, to me, that's a fair age. As opposed to 35, you're grown at 35. You know where I was in my life? Big woman. Danny says, it's so awful. I'm thankful that my 15-year-old son is already working and getting his life in order. He is a gentle soul. Thank be to God, Danny. All right, Islanders. Guys, like up the video so that more of you are coming in. Just like the video as you come in. Hey, Brooklyn. Wagwan. Wagwan. I hope you enjoy the live chat. Now we're going to finish off with normalize telling people that they stink. This one is coming from my last upload. I think sometime in last week, where I was saying that, no, the last upload, as a matter of fact, my last video, I was saying that bodies with bad hygiene, and I wouldn't even believe or imagine the amount of people that were sharing the same sentiments, that a lot of pretty girls, I would consider deem pretty girls, then have a poor hygiene. And so it just led me back to the conversation, because people were saying that men as well. And I'm saying, yes, I also did a video from the male's perspective. So should we normalize telling people when you smell them? Let me know what you think about it. We're supposed to tell them, so listen, you stink, man. Should we tell them? I think it's embarrassing. I don't know. I don't know if it's the way that you go about doing it. We have to be a little bit tactful, because it can be embarrassing. Danny says it's such a touchy subject. Telling someone they stink can go badly. Yes. So I really think probably it's the way how you do it. So most of y'all, I said 100%, 1,000%. Jessica, Nick Fidel says, heck yes, yes. This is what you guys are saying. And Jennifer says yes. You a little musk. Listen, we have to copyright that one for the crew. You're a little musk. 100% yes, but try to be nice about it. But you see, and that's the thing, sometimes these people are so defensive, especially the ones that know they genuinely did not take a shower for days, and they genuinely did not put on deodorant, and they know. And sometimes these are the ones that take it so much personal. Okay, yes. Tell them one on one, yes. So tell them privately, sure. If you're dating, maybe take a shower together. But all right, so I saw this somewhere else, but even if you do that, it means that every time that you need them to take a shower, that means that you should be also taking a shower with them. I don't think so. Maybe if I 1 or 2 times, but that means you're setting a premise that if you're not taking a shower with them, that means they're not gonna bathe. Maybe some hygiene products as a subtle gift. You think they're gonna use it? That's the thing. Right, Jennifer, we're both cracking up. You think they're gonna use it? It is indeed a delicate conversation. Uh, don't tell them they already know and they don't care. That part. Them know. That's what I say. You genuinely got up. You know that you haven't take a shower for 3, 4 days. You're going to gym. You're going to work. You're going running your errands. You're doing everything but taking a shower. You know. You must know. Sometimes people say they can't smell themselves because they have nose blind. They genuinely know. Drape them up, rightfully so. Go beard. Tell them for go beard. Or tie them up. Tie them up and carry them go a river. No need to say anything. Just buy them some body soap and spray. Them not gonna use it, Nick. That's what I'm saying. They're not gonna use it. My son was abusive, but I didn't take it. Oh, Michelle. I'm so sorry. Like these stories, guys, trust me, it's so heartbreaking because my father is deceased, but my mother, there is no way I could be disrespectful to my mother. No, like my mother is one of my best friends. Best friends. Like, trust me, no way. What is disrespectful to be that stinky? Exactly. You are offending me with that stage. You are coming in with your offensive odor and you want to get offended when I tell you so you stink? Come on now, man. Call the police. Because you are got jail today. You offended me with your stench. You guys are cracking me up. Oh no, dating someone stinky is not a thing. Listen, and the last video that I posted, a guy says that he likes his partner with a little musk. So even when with a little musk, so even when they go out and they come in, they tell the partner, "Don't take a shower, just come to bed just like that." And the mustier the better. Not me, girl. Some people are clean but don't put on deodorant. And the thing is that they have this natural deodorant as well, which I'm not against because we know the rise of cancer and stuff like that, and sometimes the aluminum that are in the deodorant causes cancer. So I'm not against it. But if you know that you have a pH that is not within that natural deodorant thingy, just stick to the regular antiperspirant one, please and thank you. It's not gonna work. That is just my opinion. But yeah. Uh post it on a post a note on a no, Linda. Linda, how about a billboard? My grandson takes my grandson that's 13. It takes 2 showers a day because this bill is crazy. Yes, because you must know. So you must know that some people can go a day without taking a shower and you wouldn't smell them, but others, you know that. Listen, you just have to do what you have to do. So you are offending me if me can't tell you so you smell. Me go call the police on you. I tried to get a man I was dating to bathe and he kept saying, no, he's okay. I was so stressed. You know what you should have done? Take him to a beach date. He probably would tell her that he's not going into the water. Take him to a pool party. You guys are kidding me. Don't make me I get hot. All right. So it says, one time my body got in the car stinking bad. My 3-year-old son goes, what? What's that dog stink smell? I was mortified, but glad he said something. And we know that kids don't like. Kids say the darnest things. So when a child say come in and I can only imagine. I am having second-hand embarrassment over here. You vomit definitely cause nausea. Guys, no, you guys are cracking me up. Listen, I have to walk with my what's it called again? The thing there for when you have nausea. Tell me what's it called again? The nerve of someone feeling offended of their stink is blasphemous. Of course, they should be rebuked. Oh, out of the mouth of the babies, and we know the babies don't lie. Oh my God, y'all are killing me. I can't. I can't control. I control my mouth like a champ, but my face is another thing. They're gonna know. Listen, the face speak for itself. No poker face around here. If you think I'm gonna and start to pull away. No man, it's offensive. As Mr. You need to be like so. Leave it up to children. If you want to know the truth, ask a child. Yeah, man. Even the Bible tell you, a child shall lead the way. So, laugh on. Okay, marathon, clock it. You guys are killing me. So now that we know that, let us go to this next creator because if I follow Uno tonight and not coming off of this live. Peppermint, okay. So Joan says peppermint. What they should do with the peppermint? Because if they're not using deodorant at the dollar store, they're not taking a showers. Do you think they're gonna really use the peppermint? They're supposed to drink it or use it and wipe the underarm. They can use lime. Lime is a thing as well. Oh my God. Guys, I would really want to know to call in, but we're gonna move on still because my sister is shy. So we're gonna wrap up this final segment now with some hygienic stories. And let me just tell you, if you guys are eating, please stop. Well, probably not so much for this story, but after. I'm gonna just give it a disclaimer from now. But anyway, let us jump into it. If you guys are just joining the live, go on ahead, like and subscribe, please, and thank you. I love the energy over here. Where am I? You guys, you see now get me all confused now with this whole heap of laughing. All right, let's watch.
Is it socially acceptable to tell another adult that they stink? I just walked out of the gym because the guy on the treadmill next to me stunk so bad that I literally could not run next to him. And before you say, like, he's at the gym, it's okay to be stinky. No, it's not. Deodorant works. Bathing works. If you bathe and put deodorant on before you go to the gym, you're not going to stink so bad that someone running next to you can't stand it. Today's my long cardio day. I did 30 minutes on the stair climber. Then I was going to go for a little run, maybe 20 or so minutes. He's on my favorite treadmill, and there's only one treadmill open. It's the one next to him. He has no shoes on, which I thought was weird, especially because I could tell he had holes in his socks. And I'm not judging. I just thought it was weird that if you have holes in your socks, not to wear your shoes that are on the treadmill also. Anyway, I just said I'll run on my second favorite treadmill that's next to him, and when he gets off, I'll hop on that one. But literally within a minute, I could tell that he stunk so bad that I could not stand it. Within a couple steps, I smelled the first whiff of odor, checked myself to make sure it wasn't me. When I realized it wasn't me, thought maybe it was a passerby, kept jogging, realized what I was smelling, and got off. It should be socially acceptable to tell someone that they stink.
Guys, listen. I just remember a story. We have some more stories, We have some more stories. But I had to pause because I have a story as this guy was just saying, talking. I just remembered it. When one day I was going to the gym, I think I just started the gym, and me I like if I'm in a situation, I like to help out and stuff like that. So there was this guy at the gym. So I would see him, in passing. And when I go gym and you start to people on a frequent level, you start, hi, stuff like that. So one evening, I finished and I was going home. I think it was like the rain started to come down just a little bit. And when I drove out, I passed him at the bus stop. So I said, "Oh, which direction? Where are you?" Because I was going in the direction that the bus was going in at the bus stop. So I said, "Hey, where you going? You want a ride? I can give you a ride to the nearest point." Family, let me tell you, say I had like cloth seats, so say anything at all would touch that. When the guy came into my car, when the guy came into my car, it took about 3 business days alone for the scent to come out, and I had to get the car detailed, proper internal cleaning. Like I couldn't believe that somebody could smell so bad. Like to me, it wasn't just sweat alone. Because as I said, we're both coming from the gym. So I understand if you're a little sweaty and stuff like that. Me, I gotta say, yeah, because we were both in the gym. So naturally, I know that probably in smell if I look green or something, I can live with it. And me, enough and tell you to come. I'll give you a ride. But when I tell you the stench, it just comes so. I couldn't believe it. I couldn't even have a conversation, and I thought he smelled himself like he was just quiet the entire time until we reached him. So I just said, right here, good night. And you see, it's my fault. Enough, me not because the cloth seat definitely it just suck up every single thing. So even when he left for days, I tried Lysol, I tried everything. As I said, I had to get the car detailed. After 3 days, every time you go inside of it, as you step in, the scent greeted you. Boy, oh boy, but as I said now, we'll get into this next story if I not eat. I can't say, I warn you guys, it's about to get a little deep, but deep.
I genuinely think that we do not understand. I look a hot mess. I just left the gym. I think we don't understand how disgusting people are. Like, honestly, I'm very lucky. Like, my husband is a very clean person. I am a very clean person. I'm very hyper aware of, like, wanting to be clean. Like, taking a shower every night because I just sweat all day. Like, I don't know. That's just like a very slim example. I just heard of this story about this girl who was needing advice because her husband refused to use toilet paper whenever he would go to the bathroom. And he had this like habit of like picking dookie crumbs out of his crack and just like flinging them across the house, in the sheets, on the floor. Excuse me, what? I mean, I knew that people, like, there were definitely people out there that like hygiene, it's not like their number one thing. It's not their like top priority. I knew that, but like, excuse me? You are literally digging in your crack, picking out your butt crumbs and throwing them across the house, putting them in the sheets. Just someone explain this to me. Is this something like, oh, they just weren't taught as a child? Is this something like, I genuinely, I mean, I could see, like, if you're, like, mentally unstable, maybe, like, hygiene is not number one. Like, I mean, I kind of can, I don't know. I don't understand. Why do you not have the desire to be clean, to feel clean, to smell clean? Like, it blows my mind, but I don't know. What is the psychology behind this? I've never heard of someone that has a habit of picking their crack. Okay, like biting your nails, like, doing like things like that. That's a habit. What are we doing? What is happening? I am genuinely confused. Yeah. Ew, what?
I am mortified. Okay. Yesterday, while out with a group of friends, I was told by a specific someone that he doesn't like
to clean between his cheeks while in the shower because he thinks it's gross to put his hand like in there. What do you mean? Are you not cleaning your asshole? Like, there's washcloths, there's loofahs, there's all these types of things. Imagine how stinky this butt crack is. Now, the only reason we got on the topic of this was because we were talking about like cleanliness levels. Like if, like, I don't know how we got on the topic, but like if you're showering, do you use a loofah? Do you use a washcloth? Do you just use your hands? Like, what do you do? And then this man's like, wait, you guys are cleaning behind your, or between your butt cheeks? Like you're cleaning your asshole? Like, what the fuck do you mean? What? Are you not?
Jesus. Guys, I'm so sorry. I must apologize to you for disturbing your night like this. After we're having a ball in here, girl, Jody, why you had to do this to my to the family? Listen, there must be a science to this, and this is just my opinion. Here's what I think. Here's what many other people have shared this sentiment, and I honestly think that there might be some truth to it. I find that many heterosexual, meaning straight men, do not clean themselves properly or choose not to clean themselves at all, because if they do, then they would consider GAY. Me no know. So they feel as if they go behind there and wash properly, then it does not make them no longer a straight man. That's just my thought. But imagine being married. Married, you live with a woman, you have a wife that you're in bed with. Who, first of all, who is washing those briefs? Who's washing your drawers? Who's washing your underpants? That's the first thing, because we can imagine the amount of skid marks up and down. Up and down. High 95 couldn't compare to the amount of skid marks that is supposed to be in that man's underpants. And then let us not even talk about the stench. So it's like he has a habit of picking the dry poop, because that's what she said when she said pick. So I think that's what he likes. And then she said him flick. Look here, make an end alive here. The lady said that him no wipe, and then when it dry up, him pick them out and he flick them around, and then flick them in the living room, and then flick them in the bedroom, and then flick them in the kitchen, flick them, just flicking it. And this is why you should not be eating at people's home, because you don't know what they be flicking when they're not cleaning themselves properly. So maybe that's why they don't want to do it, because there's no other reason. And these are people that are sharing personal stories, so they know that these people don't have any form of mental illness. It's a choice. So they really enjoy doing it. So we're gonna move to the next story, guys, before we even get into the comments. Because no, did we finish? Yeah, that was the last one. So let me just read the comments, and then I have another story. I skipped it, but we still can cover it. Let me go back up in the comments and say flicking dingleberries is wild work. Exactly. Look here, don't start again. Please don't start again with me. Please, I'm begging you. I have laughed so hard. Listen, forget about him. She's just nasty to be putting up with that. Exactly. Because because I would have been single so quick. Divorce, somebody says expeditiously. Where is it? Divorce, nasty. More than nasty. My lord, the street that man leaves behind for days. Bidet should be required, and they probably don't even want to use it, because I guess they don't want to feed anything behind there. That's just my opinion. That's just my thought process on why they wouldn't want to go around there to get it properly. So even having a bidet wouldn't even help. They wouldn't use it. The bidet would even be so much more personal than the wipes or toilet paper. No wonder why people are walking around stinky. They're not washing their arse. I know. doo-doo for days. Okay, give me a curvy man over a straight man that don't want to wash their behind any day. That's listen, because you can imagine even during intercourse, and then these are the men that wants fellatio. That listen, what time is it? Can we do Jody after dark? These are the same men that wants fellatio that are not washing their crack. I don't think so. But why? All of us are asking the same question, Jen. There's a man in Walmart that smells so bad of pee. I was loud and said something was it smells. And they don't sometimes they even wear the same underwear for days. Days. They have dude wipes. There is no reason. Yes, like I use dude wipes because you know why? I found that they are much bigger and thicker and stronger than the ones that make for the women. If I wasn't so far, I'd probably go for it and show you the thing there. Buy them from Amazon. That's what I use, dude wipes, because the thing there is so thick and they're bigger than the women's than the ones that they do for women. Yeah, dry doo doo in the bed. Nick, you gonna make me listen. You gonna make YouTube flag my video, man. If you make me start talk, dude wipes are collecting dust. Exactly. So him can send them my way because that's what I use as a woman. Even in one of the Marvel TV series, one of the girls told the guys that told the guys dry wet wipes, and they were all amazed and over the moon laughing. You want to say try wet wipes? Yeah. But you see, and that is why sometimes even us as mothers, we have to teach our kids not, and even the boys, because what happens is that sometimes you find that we pay attention to the girls the most, so that even that men don't even know how to have a practice proper hygiene. This is why we have viruses and no handshaking for me. And somebody else was saying that no wonder they thought that we would have gotten better since we know what happened in 6 years ago, back in 2020. I don't want to say the word. So you would thought that with that kind of outbreak and the social distancing and the mask and the sanitizers and the washing our hands, that we would have continued that pattern, because I did personally. The amount of crumbs in that sheet, crumbs for days. She should have not have married him in the first place. If she knew what he was like in the first place, maybe she thought that she could have changed him, because sometimes that's how we are as women. We want to mother our spouses and our child. Maybe he's trying to chase her off. I'd be running for the oh my, what a way to chase somebody off. I prefer men's product too. Yeah. Even sometimes even the razors, I buy the men's razors. I'm a dude wipes girly here. Yeah. Present. Dude wipes. Yeah. Wipes were at it, especially the size and the thickness wise. Yes. So ladies, when you can go ahead, get y'all some dude wipes. And pH, no problem with my pH. It is water and plant-based. So there's no fragrance, no extra nothing in it. It's just water and plant. That's it. So it doesn't affect my pH any at all. So I just use wipes across. So yeah. And I went to a hotel in December. They had a bidet, and listen, I used that up. That bidet was sick of me. So I'm going to get one installed in my house. They have you call that the removable ones now, that you don't have to have an actual toilet set up for a bidet itself, but you can install the removable ones on the toilet that you already have. So you don't need to install another not a facet, another toilet then for the bidet. Yeah. Yes, my 6-year-old young son is very mindful about cleaning well after he poops, and uses wipes after. Very good, Jessica. You will have to educate. So I'm not gonna read a comment here. K Beauty NYC, why you stay so? You know, you have to come down today. And I know this is way off track, but I like get up with, but I like to be getting my face up in this bullet cheese. It's got to be clean. Listen, to each their own. Each their own. No judgment over here. It's not fair. You smelling like strawberries, and he's smelling like doo doo. I'm out. Listen, Speedy Gonzales, you saying both and have nothing on me. Nothing on me. I want one. One of what? The bidet, Jessica? Yeah, man, it makes sense. It makes sense. You see, you see your face. Danny, I would love a bidet. They're not popular. They're not very popular here in Australia. Okay, but you can get one if you shop on Amazon or any, yeah, Amazon. You can get the one that you can literally install on your already existing toilet. No, girl, they're not telling no lie. Not a lie. But still, I asking if nobody want to call in, nobody not answer me. The link is in my pinned comments, guys. Just click it and come and make we talk. Come and share something about what we just spoke about, any of the topics. So we're gonna cover off with this last thing that I skipped over, where a wife files for divorce after she refuses to take care of her mother-in-law. So it's her husband's mother, and the mother-in-law is now sick, and she decided that I'm out of here, leaving you and your mom at it. So after we listen to the story, then of course you can let me know if you would have done the same. If not, in her situation, what would you have done? Let's get into it.
Story time. I want to talk about something that I experience quite often, but this scenario happened probably a month ago. I had a husband and wife come in. They were looking for placement for his mom. We did the tour. They liked the facility, but I could look at the husband and just tell this was very hard for him. The wife excused herself. She went to the bathroom. The husband began to sob and cry to me and tell me that he promised his mother he would never do this and that he would take care of her and that he was just very guilty. His wife walked back in, and I told him this is normal, yada, yada. And I was just trying to reassure him that we would provide the best care. When his wife walked back in, the wife, obviously looking at him, and she said, I told him basically, I can't. She just kept saying, I can't do this. I can't do this. So as they were getting ready to sign my contract, the husband said, I can't do it. I'm going to take care of my mom. Then the wife started to cry, and she started screaming, and she said, your mom was a horrible mother-in-law. For 30 years, what I endured from her, what was painful. She never helped me with my children. She was just a horrible mother-in-law that hated my guts. I did not get married to you, and I did not sign up to care for her now. The best that I'm going to do for your mom is to help financially with her care. And he said, I just can't. And right then and there, she said, well, I will be filing for a divorce tomorrow. I refuse to take care of your mom. I did not sign up for that. And at the time, guys, I didn't know how I felt about that. I understand that the relationship with mother-in-laws can be very rocky. And so I deal with this so much. So I just want to say, I don't think people think about this. And the only person that was there is the son. His sister passed away. So you guys, this is a tough one. And I just don't know how I feel about it. But I will say this to mother-in-laws out there, to daughter-in-laws out there. If you can, guys, before it's too late, please find peace, find love, find some type of way where you guys can come together. So this isn't the end result for you guys. Thank you.
Guys, how are we feeling about this one? It's hard, because as a wife, your commitment is to your husband, or loyalty, commitment is to your husband. And along with your husband, I know you married him and him alone, but also his mother to an extent. But the fact that that mother treated her so badly during their years of marrying to her son, Now the tables have turned. Do we fight fire with fire? Should we be spiteful and just return serve, as the wife has decided not to do? Or do we find our moral compass, put all differences aside? She's now ill, pick up the mantle and the care for her. It kind of sticky. And my question also is, why is it the wife's responsibility to quit her job or to stay home and take care of your mother? Why don't you quit your job? Or since you don't want to put your mother in a care home, why don't you quit your job to take care of your mother? Since the wife has already offered to send to help out financially. See? Yes, Jessica, it's definitely deep. I don't know. I don't know. That's what I'm saying. Do we clap back and say, listen, this lady didn't treat me right. She was very mean to me. She made my life a living hell. And then I'm gonna make my decision based on that, or would be the bigger person. We pull out Michelle Obama. When they go low, we go higher. I don't know. Let me hear what y'all guys are thinking about this one. Where does this come and go? Okay. Well, she did say she would help out financially, though. Yes, but I don't think that's good enough for him. He wants his wife to be the caregiver for his mother. And if you know that that your mother treated your wife so badly, I guess that woman is a very good woman then, because the fact that you would still even trust your wife to even care for your mother, even though you know that she was treated badly. She treated her badly, and you would still trust your wife to care for her. He promised his mama, not her, for taking the responsibility for his mother's care. Exactly. So you was supposed to quit your job. In that case, why are you stressing me out? So me, in now that I'm thinking about it, me I get passionate. I really think that him really need to treat the wife has all right to file for a divorce. Hella regular ask me says he can pay someone to care for his mother. Yes, that is, well, to an extent, I think that's what they're doing, but I guess probably a nursing home as opposed to being in their home. So maybe, yeah, that fact that the mother would still be living there, just having a outsourced caregiver, it makes sense. Why wasn't that an option? I had a stepson who hated my guts, but after he passed, I still helped with her funeral. Stepmom, sorry. I had a stepmom who hated my guts, but after she passed, I still helped plan her funeral just because he was in shock. Oh, so you see, it's like you don't know, because let me tell you, man. You see, sometimes when you're angry at somebody and people don't know what that person has done to you, it really take a whole leap out of you to even show up. And the fact that the wife even offered to show that, okay, at least she still a give her. You know, some mega ban, mega K beauty. You know, one word just throw it at me. Y'all can read K Beauty's comment. I hope you understand what she's saying. This marriage is definitely a scam. And apart from this situation, we can even go back to even we can tie in this into the whole age gap thing that we started off with. If you have been here since the beginning of the video, we spoke about age gap relationships, and this could be one of the reasons why too you find that older men likes a younger girl, a way younger woman, because they're also looking for a caregiver. That is also one thing I realized as well. My mother took care of her mother-in-law. She was a mean woman. So your mother is a good woman to be able to put her differences aside and still able to show up, pay for a nurse or a home health aide, or hobby should stay home. That's those are the answers. Why does he insist that the wife should stay home and take care of his mother? Just because people are dying or die, if they were nasty, listen, K Beauty, remember, said the people them over here is foreign people. So we have to try to dissect it down for them. If they're nasty to me when they're alive, they're gonna be nasty to me on their deathbed. We must forgive. I would take it to God. It hard, Jessica. Honestly, me know it easier said than done. That's why I say you put on your moral compass and just say, okay, I'm gonna do it. Sadly, they need to get more professional help as there is only so much they can do. If this is a full-time commitment, who will be working? It's sad. It's sad the husband isn't acknowledging the hurt the wife is feeling. Yes, because he promised his mother. So he never even think about the promise that he made to his wife, either for better or worse. Michelle B, as a nurse caring for a family is so hard. It takes a toll on everyone. Yes, I have heard that it really does. No, baby, you are forgiven. Forgive, you not forget. Yeah, you're killing me though. Yeah, you're killing me. It's not about forgetting, but forgiveness. Just as the Lord forgives us daily. Yeah. Why? It rough still. It's rough still. Linda says, I cared for every term of the ill family member. Unless you have done it, you cannot understand how hard it is. We can only imagine, especially like the older ones that have dementia and any other form of mental illness while they're sick. I know it's very hard. Trust me. So hard. I pray to God that he know him keep my mother because I can't. Boy, I mean, I know I could deal with it. Him thinking slick. He promised his old mother, and she have her own. So she have to care for her. That's a professional caretaker job. Yeah. So the husband will have to get a living caretaker full time. Have two of them, and one come day and one come night. So if it's a case where the mother needs full time care, around the clock care, get two and put them on 12 hours each. You don't think that fair? But guys, that was the last story, So we're here 2 hours. I don't know where me find so much things to talk about for 2 hours, but you guys really keep me company. I enjoyed the show, and I hope you guys did too. My mom has a portable bidet that's on our toilet. It warms and dries also. You see? Exactly. So there's no excuse nowadays. You can definitely get them from the Home Depot store or Amazon or anywhere that does all of those things. You can get them to buy. If you're a person that don't even know anything about healthcare, no training, etc., why would you try to care for the sickly? Yeah, man, it's a go rough. Yeah, and Bambi agree with you, Kay. Yes. Yeah, man, I'm glad I'm not drop the palm tree then. So nobody don't want to come up still. That was the last story, guys. I really, really, really enjoyed talking to you guys. We just need to keep it going so YouTube can push it out more, because what happened is that this is my second live, but I realized that the numbers are low in terms of views, not my usual amount. Because the subscribers are up, but apparently it's not being pushed out because this is something new I'm offering. So sometimes it takes a while for YouTube to recognize and say, oh, this is what we're doing now, so push it out. So that's why I rely on you guys to be engaging, and you guys have been such a good sport and make me laugh, especially with the hygiene the hygiene section of the video. You guys made me laugh. Sick people use good. Them use God, sorry. Them use God to forgive. Pastor, listen, K Beauty, you try writing in English in a girl. Sick people I use, start over again. Sick I use God. Them use God to forgive the pastor last week who sleep with a 14-year-old. Where is that? Where did that happen? I probably missed that one. Tell me more. Let me go look for it. Probably something I can't even speak about here because YouTube is so funny. They flag everything. Even when you try to educate and have real conversations, I love this life. I'm so happy you did. Yeah, man. Me I try to at least one or two and me I put out the notifications and stuff like that. So just turn on your post notifications, guys, if you haven't already done so. And the calling link is in the pinned chat, is in the pinned comments. Anybody at all, okay, since you have so much mouths, come make we talk, man. Click the link in the pinned comments and let us talk. You can turn off your camera. You don't have to come on screen. If that's what you're scared about, please. Pretty please be my first guest. Thanks again for the laugh. I appreciate you guys so much. But don't go away yet. We Kay, we are with Kay calling. We're gonna talk to Kay and hear her opinion. I made a choice and stopped working to take care of my father. We had an aide. We we had an aide once a day, and I took care of him 24 hours a day until he passed. That was a blessed time. I can imagine that is why the husband needs to do the same for his mother. He would be so much more fulfilled if he did it for his mother. He said, okay, beauty run gone through. I tell her, so she must come up here. Is where she gone. Um, Pastor was for a 14-year-old. I don't want to read out the comment because I don't want, because YouTube funny, She told the church. They said they forgive him. Circle around print. No. This was in the US? Which country? Oh, you can't talk. All right, another time. Anybody else want to come up and if you call her out? Michelle, you're still here? Where's Michelle B? Where is Michelle? Michelle, click the link. Where can I find Michelle's comments? Michelle, come on. I'd love to hear your voice. Please, pretty please. Just turn your camera off. Don't be shy. Come and talk to me. Yeah, it's crazy. Missed it all. Aww. And we had so much fun. But you can replay, man. Replay crew. You can replay and then still join in on all of the conversation. All right. But my thing is, she married that man. How did he protect his wife against his mom's evil doing? Everyone has free will, and if she was getting disrespectful like that, why not? Why did she stick around? Valid question for real. Cause it sound like the husband wasn't in there. Oh, nice. So we have somebody here. Diamond is ready to talk to us. Let me see how I do this now. Click you. Um, where? Diamond, click the link. Click the. Oh, at the stage. All right, Bull. Hi. You can turn off your camera if you want.
I'm trying to figure out how.
You can the
I don't
camera
know
button. Just
how.
click it. It's
Okay,
all
okay.
right.
Let me click it.
Yeah.
Hold on, I'm trying to turn it off. Hey, between time. Oh,
Listen, Diamond in the house, guys. Ooh, ooh, ooh. What? Yes.
okay. I'm gonna have to hold it like this, cause.
No problem. We can hear you loud and clear. What are your thoughts on today's show?
Okay. I came in a little late, but I did hear most of it. Okay, so I put a comment in the chat, and my comment was about the male centered female. Well, her comment on the lady being proposed, that was straight haterade, because she acted as she was supposed to act. Now, a real male centered person, I got a short story time on that, and it was not the lady that was being proposed to. That was far from it.
Because
So,
I was literally there saying I'm just looking if probably the definition of male centered has been revised, because if so, then your girl right here is male centered. I
yeah,
promise
that
you.
wasn't
If
male
if
censored.
mm-hmm,
Male censored is. Let me tell you a short story. I ain't gonna say no names, but male censored
mm-hmm,
is. Say you got a stalker, right? And
mm-hmm.
you tell a family member about it. You find out the family member is dealing with your ex stalker. You move and you stop talking to the family member because you figure out that she connected with your ex, right? So you get away from your stalker. You enjoying your new place. Come to find out, your female relative follow you to your new place, and her and the ex, they not only together, she sleeping with him, she pregnant by him, and they plotting to rob your crib. That's male centered.
Oh my gosh.
That's male centered. Dirty,
That's
nasty work.
given.
Grimy.
She wanted your life. She couldn't
You
wait to
wanted your
just
life.
swoop in.
Yeah, and these are people, they do all this flexing. They had the fanciest cars, they had the fanciest clothes, but they're trying to plot to ride somebody who barely have anything. But they don't want nobody to know that. I ain't saying no names. If they go through with it, then I'll say some names, but that's male centered.
Nah, we don't need to. The both of them deserve each other at this
They
point.
deserve each other, yeah. I
But I'm
haven't
so
dealt with them
happy,
in 2 years. I'm glad I got away from it, but
as
yeah,
you should.
yeah.
Protect your peace at all costs. You don't need to deal with those people. They show you exactly who they are. So
Exactly.
keep it
And he lied
moving.
about his age. He said he was born in 1979. Come to find out he born in 1975. So he's more than 20 years older than both of us, acting like they're still gang banging. It is sad. It's crazy.
Oh my God. I
Yes.
tell you.
Yes.
But I appreciate you calling in, Diamond. Thank you so much for making my night. You just put the cherry on the top of this live. Please, anybody else want to call in? You see how Diamond did it? And
Thank you. All right.
you're welcome. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
You can drop out. Okay.
Okay. Okay.
Anybody else want to come off? Look at that. You see how Diamond make me smile bright up? Look there. But that's a wild situation. And that's how many people are. They are just waiting to just whoop, just like that. That is definitely meal centered. Yeah, man, we love it. We love it. We love it. Anybody else want to come up? We can be here for another 5 minutes and then we just sign off because I know you guys have work in the morning. I don't want to keep you up all night. Anybody else? Ooh, child, those are those outlaws are something else. I would never get married again. I mean, of all these monster in-laws and outlaws be bugging, and the spouses too. That's why I would never. And if you saw was it our first story, guys? No, that was the second story. I think way up in the video where the woman's husband was got. Let me start over. A creator shared that she found out that her husband has gotten his co-worker pregnant, and it was the family members who sent her the baby shower invitation. Family members, so they everybody knew. It's crazy, man. But anyway, anybody else? Or we have Trina.
Hi, how are you doing, Jody?
Hi. You're out and about?
Yeah, I'm walking. Whoa, I'm walking my dog real fast before I go to
Oh,
work for the night.
nice.
Yes,
Oh,
but I just have to tell you, I love your channel so much, and I love your lives and how you're interacting with everybody. And I've been following you for, I don't know, almost a couple years now, and just you bring joy to my day, and you make me laugh, and I love your topics.
thank you so much. I'm so happy you're enjoying, and thank you for your support. Please stay safe, and I hope you have a
Absolutely,
good evening, a good shift at work, and
absolutely.
yeah, all of that good
But
stuff. Thank you so much. Anything else
yeah,
that you want
no
to say?
worries. Thank you. And I love the island family. Everybody is just really
They
respectful and just
are
funny, which is what I'm looking for.
that part, that part.
Yes.
Thank you so much, my
You're
dear.
welcome. Have a good night.
Have a good night too.
Bye.
Bye
Goodbye.
bye. All right. Anybody else? One more at least, and then we'll call it a night. Me know me and push it, you know. Yeah, yeah, she definitely needs to be safe. I didn't even ask her where she was calling from. I should have asked her where she is. Yeah. But guys, this is where we're gonna wrap up tonight's live. Thank you all so much for being here. I'm gonna take nothing for granted. I really and truly appreciate it. I started this journey not knowing how it would go, but I am God fearing, and sometimes things just come to me, and I just pick it up without knowing nothing what me I do. Like I don't have a clue and I learn as I go along and just come into myself. But this is me and I'm so happy that I took this journey and I am here. And thank you all so much. That's my little soapbox speech. Remember to like and to subscribe, guys, if you haven't already done so. Replay crew. Big up on yourself as well. My battery's about to die as well, so that means it's really time to go. As per usual, guys, I'm gonna have a fantastic week. I'm gonna give you a still video sometime this week, and then we'll be back with a live, hopefully on Saturday, hopefully. But if not, just look out for the notifications because the way how I'm excited now, I feel like we need to be doing some more lives, like. But we just need to get the numbers up. So thank you all so much. Have a great week. Enjoy the rest of the night. As per usual, guys, my name is Jody. Oh my God, I'm gonna send. We have another caller. Are you here? Yes. Okay. Hold on. We have another caller, guys.
Hello.
Hey,
Hi, this is FTO Handmade Jewelry, but you can call me
RB
RB Jewel.
Jules, are you there?
Yeah.
I
Yeah, I'm
think you're
here. Can you
mute.
hear me?
Your phone probably is muted. Your mic is muted. We're not hearing you.
Oh, I'm here. It's not muted.
Click the mic button.
I'm here.
We're not hearing this caller. I am so bummed. Hmm. All right, another time there because it could be your mic. I think you're muted. Damn. All right. So sorry about that, my love. Another time we can try it again, but we're not hearing you. As I said, guys, thank you all so much for watching. As per usual, my name is Jody and I aspire to inspire. Until next time, guys. What good?